Hey everybody, Joey Zero here, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about the significance of the word zero to me. As far as, it's in my name. So I've been interviewed a couple of times, and usually the question comes up, why zero? Why would you make that a part of your moniker? Surely that means so much to you. And it does, but also, if you're here because you're super interested in the VTuber lore and stuff like that, I don't know, keep your ears peeled? Who peels ears? I've said this before, a big part of the reason why I went with zero is because it's often used as a moniker or a signifier of non-ordinariness, right? You've got like the Liger Zero, you've got the Wing Zero Gundam, you've got Zero from Mega Man, though I don't know if that actually counts. There's so many, it tends to be used specifically whenever the thing that gets the zero designation is the original thing. I'm the original Zero. I'm the original Joey. Like, that's a thing that I would like to be. That's an aspirational thing, I guess, sure. But there's also kind of like the Zen aspect to it. And again, you see this with a lot of folks that like use zero or null or whatever in their name is they had empty no thoughts, right? It's this idea that like, if you can kind of get out of the way of yourself, then you have a much easier time doing things. In other words, if you go to do something and you're constantly second-guessing yourself, you're constantly questioning yourself, you're constantly questioning why you're there, what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing. But like, if you can kind of quiet those inner voices and you could just do the thing, then like, in a lot of ways, life often becomes much easier. And it can be really surprising what a person is capable of whenever they can just get out of their own way, logically, emotionally, all that. It's this idea of humility, I guess. I wouldn't consider myself exceptionally humble, but I try to be. Also, fun story, the pilot augmentation system in the anime Gundam Wing is known as the Zero system. I actually didn't know about this until like a year or two ago, but zero in that instance stands for Zoning and Emotional Range Omitted, which is pretty cool. It's the system that translates data about the battlefield, about the scenario that a pilot has to navigate, and helps them work their way through that in ways that are a little easier to do than if they were to just interface with the joysticks and buttons in a cockpit. That's the thing that's kind of interesting about it, is that it doesn't actually like interface directly with their nervous system or anything like the Alea Vignana system in IBO, but it's just like, it's almost like a facade for the senses, you know what I mean? Zoning and Emotional Range Omitted. That's so cool, dude. It's also one of my favorite movies. It was a movie released in 1995, Hackers, and when I saw it when I was a little kid, I was like, okay, this is my entire personality now, and as I got older, I was like, okay, that's still my entire personality. I've grown a lot as a person, I guess, but it always kind of stuck with me. So I was thinking of like Zero Cool, which is the name of this child prodigy. It's the name that this child prodigy chose for himself when he was still a child before he became an adult. Zero Cool, that was the thing. So when it was like a long time ago when I first came up with the channel, I was thinking about what I was going to name myself. I was like, well, maybe like Joey Zero Cool, because my name's Joey, and Zero Cool is one hell of a really cool name. And then I decided I needed to drop the cool, because you can't say you're cool. It's one of those things where it's like, if you have to use the word cool to describe yourself, you're not cool. You know what I mean? Anyway, I wasn't kidding when I said this is going to be a quick one. By the way, fun story. So Monday is the day that I try to do all the YouTube stuff. I try to get everything knocked out and like get everything prepped for streams and get my schedule up and all that stuff and get everything planned. It's Sunday right now, which the fact that you're seeing this video means that I recorded 7 videos and not 9, because I recorded them the day that I started uploading them, which was 9 days ago today. So just coming up with a topic off the top of my head, didn't have this one recorded, that's why it's going up a little bit late. Anyway, whatever. Subscribe to the channel, because that would be pretty swell. maybe check out my main channel. If you're here and you like are not here from my main channel, maybe check out the main channel. Or like that's all also very old content, so maybe just the shorts are new. Maybe come by a stream. That'd be pretty swell. Anyway, I'm going. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes. I'll see you later. Bye.